This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelo's Plumbing. It is July 19th, 2022. We're performing a sewer inspection through the 4-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout. It's in a concrete box just to the left of the stairs, on the left-hand side of the stairs at the bottom as you're walking up toward the front door. We're at 3737 Haldeman Road, Santa Monica, California, and we're going to begin running a camera, take a look at the line all the way down to the city, try and get out to the city sewer. And this is the front entranceway to the house. You got some serious glare from the sun right here. It's kind of hard to see. This is going back toward the back of the property, and this is going out toward the street. Wipe our camera lens off. And this is our concrete sewer box. Had a metal lid on it. We're going to begin running through. Insert our camera, running down into an ABS plastic sewer line. Pop that lid up a little bit. Now we transition to vitreous clay right here, and that's our transition right at approximately 10 feet 8 on our camera monitor. Going to continue to run in. Now we're in vitreous clay, running down the hill, and we have a very large shift in the vitreous clay. Right here you can see the entire face on the right hand side. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to continue running down the line, running out toward the street, and we've got a pretty big gap right here. There's a separation right there, especially on the right hand side. We can see a lot of the band. There is a rubber section of band in this one, so we may have neoprene bands instead of concrete. There's an offset there a little bit. If we don't have major issues, I would say at this point just to let that go. Making a turn, have another large offset there, and a little bit of a separation. We're hitting the face of the pipe as we're going in, but we don't have any major breaks, no major root intrusions. So again, you could let that go at this time. Another offset right here, actually hitting up against the face of it a little bit. And it's holding back a little bit of water right there, but no major break or anything. Okay, I'm going to pull this back. We're going to pause. I'm going to pull this back, wipe the camera lens off, and see if I can go in a little faster. And we'll try and get some water running as well. So I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to zero out our camera monitor right now at the opening. And we're going to run all the way out to the city. We've got water running from a hose right here, kind of help us keep our camera clean as we're running out. And then as we're pulling back, then we'll go ahead and view everything. We can see a little bit of it here. This is where we had our offset there. We'll kind of take a brief look as we're going out. Then we'll shut water down. We'll be able to see everything pretty clearly. Little offset there at about 40 feet. Take another offset here. We've got a lot of offsets in the vitreous clay. Here we have a large root intrusion and a break. See the break on the right side? We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Pause right there. Okay, we located this area, and it is on the left-hand side of the driveway. It's on the other side of the small brick retaining wall going down the hillside. We marked it with an orange flag at 3 foot 5 inches deep. And we do have a break there. We have a lot of root intrusion. Have a major offset with root intrusion. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run some more water again. And it looks like we're making a little bit of a turn right there as well. We have a lot of root intrusion. Okay, look at this, Greg. When I start to pull back, and that's like major root intrusion is just kind of collapsing right there. Okay, we'll keep running out and wait till we get some water in here. Try and help us rinse the camera lens a little bit. We marked that at 3 foot 5 inches deep. We're right by a very large tree. Is that a pine?
It's a redwood.
Redwood. It looked like a redwood. It seems to me redwood. The large redwood right in the front of the property by the retaining wall. So now we're making a sharp turn to the right. We have a large offset here as well, making a very sharp turn to the right. And we have another very large offset. The entire face of the pipe is showing right there in that turn. See this?
Yes.
That's the whole face of the pipe. So that thing is like this again.
Yeah.
It's just shifted like that.
I see.
Instead of being like this. And I'm going to have to jump over that a little bit if we can get past it. It's in the turn, so it makes it difficult. There we go. We got past it. And we're running down. And as I said, we got water running to help us to keep our camera lens clear. We're going to run down. And then as we're pulling back, we'll double check everything. And we're hitting the face of a pipe here again. Then try and jump this area. Okay, we're over there. Running down toward the property line. Making another turn. About 135 feet. Okay, we're going to pause. We're going to go down and locate this area real quick. Okay, we located this area approximately 5 feet 10 inches deep in the street. Maybe about 8 feet from the city manhole going down Haldeman Road. And now we're going to take our locator off. We're going to attempt to try and push out some more. See if we can get into the city sewer. Pause for one moment. Okay, we pushed out into the city. We're going to pull back very slightly to where we get to the saddle fitting. There's a neighbor's Y right in front of us. And this is the saddle right here, 237 Haldeman Road, right in front of us. Okay, that's the saddle. Let's go mark the saddle real quick. I pause and mark the saddle area. Okay, we've located this area in the street right at the manhole, and it drops straight into the city sewer. We are at approximately 5 feet, 5 inches deep. So we're going to begin pulling out now. Got the tie-in right there, and that's the saddle fitting. That's your drop going into the city sewer. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. And this is the city lateral. The homeowner is responsible for the city lateral. Another joint. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Going to go to the next joint. And that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition right there. A little minor root intrusion at the top left at about the 11 o'clock area. Going to pause and we're going to locate this area. Okay, we located and marked this area. It is in the street by the retaining wall, maybe about 3 to 5 feet out. 5 feet out from the retaining wall, there was a car there. And we're at about 4 foot 11 inches deep. We're going to continue to pull back. We're going to pull back to approximately 90 feet. Pull back about 34, 35 feet. We're going to continue to pull back now. We'll check all the joints on the way back to the 90-foot area. Looks like we might have a little bit of root intrusion in the next joint we do, which is in the lateral. Do have a little bit of root intrusion in that joint. Right here on the left-hand side. What I would recommend is using a chemical called Root X, R-O-O-T-X. Use that once a year, flush it down the toilet, and you should be fine.
Okay.
So we're going to continue to pull back. Making a turn. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Another joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Now we made a turn and we've got an offset in that joint, but not terrible. Nothing I would say needs to be done. Another offset here. We're going to have several offsets in the vitreous clay on the property, but I don't see any major root intrusions or major breaks. Another offset here. Offsets are common in vitreous clay. As long as we don't have breaks, major separations, or an offset that's going to stop paper, going to stop things from going down, I wouldn't worry too much about it. We just had somebody flush a toilet. Another little offset there. We're going to pause right here and we're going to go locate this area now. Okay, we located this area. We marked this area with an orange flag at 3 feet deep, and we are in the walkway down below, right along the walkway, right next to the retaining wall. We marked it with an orange flag at 3 feet deep. We're going to continue to pull back now. We've got probably about a 30-foot run, so we're at 90. Somewhere around 60 we should see the break and the root intrusion. Have a large offset there at the bottom, but still nothing to be too concerned about. We don't have any major root intrusions in there, no major breaks or anything. And now we're coming back and we've got another offset here holding a little bit of water. But again, no major breaks. At this time I'd say just to let it go. And there's another joint behind it. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Try and pull back. It's probably at about 60. There's another joint. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We should be somewhere right around 60 feet where we hit that root intrusion. Another joint. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. A little tiny bit of an offset. Nothing terrible. The vitreous clay property sewer line appears to be in pretty fair condition. Again, we do have some offsets. Right here we have a pretty large offset. But the way that it's sitting, the offset is on the side. Got enough grade, have enough fall going down the hillside to the street that anything that goes through will pass. It'll pass these areas. So I don't feel that there's any need for alarm and to do anything right now. And now we're in another turn. And we do have an offset in that turn. We have a shift right there. We can see the entire face of the pipe and a gap along the edge. We're just going to go down. I'm going to pull back a little bit and just see if we find that break. And then if it's really close by, maybe this can be taken care of at the same time. So that's a Y connection turning. There's another offset. And we're coming back to the root intrusion. So we're going to run down. We're going to run back down to the spot where we have this large offset. We're going to locate this area real quick. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we've located this area, marked it with an orange flag, approximately 3 feet deep, right in front of the large redwood tree. And that's that large offset that we just saw. As we're pulling out, we can see it. See the entire face of the pipe and the band. Right now, I don't see any major root intrusions, no major breaks. I'd probably leave it alone at this time. Then we come back, got another offset here, another pretty large offset. And again, we don't have any major root intrusions, no major breaks. We're coming back now, and we do have an issue in this next joint right here. And here's that we have a break, major offset, and large root intrusion. And that area needs to be taken care of. That's at about 3 foot 6 inches deep. We mark that area with an orange flag. Now we're going to pull back, let's see, 56, about 20 feet to about 36 feet. And then we'll locate and mark again. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. That joint's a little bit offset right there. Again, not terrible. There is a small offset. Another small offset there. Again, not terrible. Another joint there. Minor offset. Still in maintainable condition. And now we're going to try and locate right here at about 36 feet. 36 feet. Okay, so we're going to pause and locate this area. Okay, we located this area at approximately 3 foot 1 inches deep on the hillside just outside the retaining wall. Below the retaining wall along the driveway at 3 foot 1 inches deep. We mark it with an orange flag. We're going to continue to pull back now. We'll pull back, we'll see where there's a turn. We'll keep coming back. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint's got a little bit of an offset, but still in fair and maintainable condition. That joint's got an offset, but again, still in fair and maintainable condition. Okay, we're making a turn right here. coming back toward the clean out. We're going to pause. We're going to locate this area real quick. Okay, we located this area at about 2 foot 4 inches deep, and we are in the brick walkway area as you come up the steps toward the front entrance to the house. And we marked this area with orange paint. Pause for a moment. There we go. Shut off our locator. Okay, continue to pull back. Now we're pulling back toward our clean out. Large offset there, midway in between. But again, there's no breaks, there's no root intrusions, nothing major. And then our transition to ABS plastic, coming back up and out of our clean out. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to take a look at a couple other things real quick. I'm going to pause right there. And that concludes our video sewer inspection. We looked at a clean out down by the fire hydrant, and we believe that that clean out is for the house next door. I believe it's 42.
Yeah.
Number 42. So that concludes our video sewer inspection. We've marked everything out. Thank you.